We are we are live. Hi everyone. Hi. Back back again. Hello, how are you? How are you? Good. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Bring your question as you come in. Why is this delaying? I have a delay from one of my social media platform. Help with Australia New Zealand visa. Hi everyone. How are you? Hugo, Musa, Joshua, Lucy, how Mercy, how are you? How are you? Good Dick. All right. Help with Australia, New Zealand. Australia, New Zealand. Which one do you prefer? Australia or New Zealand? Someone asked me a question and said, why do people choose New Zealand more than Australia? I was shocked with that question, you know. In as much as we know that New Zealand is a very beautiful country, their immigration process is, I've said it, whatever happens, you must get a job offer before you move to New Zealand. Um, as a skilled migrant with a work visa, whether permanent resident or temporary resident, you must get a job. That is a must for New Zealand. It is a must. However, Australia is not a must. Australia has a visa pathway where you don't get a job, you go. So when people keep talking about it must be study visa, I said, have you checked other possibilities? Have you checked other possibilities? Have you checked other possibilities? Okay. You might be qualified for so many other visas. All right. Now, asking me why do people choose New Zealand? Please drop your question as we go. Which any platform you are, drop your question. We'll all take them. We all take them. Okay. Australia is, how do I say it? When you say something is better than something, it means it can be in totality. I'm sure you know when you talk about country, there is no country that is better than the other in all totality. Okay. So, for example, someone can say, in your understanding, you say that USA is better than Australia. Okay. And someone else can say, maybe in whatever, maybe in development or whatever you talk about it. And someone can come out and say, in security wise, I will choose Australia. So that's why I said, and the other person will talk about, said, in development or versatility in anything. So the one that I say that you cannot choose there is no country that is better than the other in all totality. Okay. So now you talk about Canada, you talk about UK. I see some people on Facebook fighting why some people in UK are going to Canada and Australia and something. Some people say they will never move. I think is some people that are in UK say they will never move. I think this is individual choice, individual preference. Okay, don't let people's opinion on people's decision decide for you. If you're already in UK, you are doing well in UK, you don't want to keep moving or something. Why would you use this new trend that because people are moving, then you start packing up and moving without even having a direction, starting your life afresh? However, if you know it's going to benefit you, if you know that it's going to be a long time for you to become an English person, to become to have a citizenship or something, and this is what you yearn for, why not move to where you can get it within first 6 months, or even coming with permanent resident to Australia or New Zealand is possible for you. However, it is entirely your decision. It's based on your family needs. Okay, stop moving because people are moving. Stop rejabbering, re-migrating and migrating because people are moving. If you have reached your promised land, stay there. If you think you haven't reached your promised land, keep moving until you get to your promised land. Okay, please, I need Australia visa for 3 years now. I have been looking for UK sponsorship visa, but it's not working out. Okay. Eberechukwu, you said you need Australia visa. One thing, I don't give people visa. You guys have to know that if you need a one-on-one process, you come for consultation. Okay. I make videos and show you how to get these things. I do not give you that. Okay. I do not give you that. Which platform is this? Why am I red? Like my face is red on Facebook. I don't know why. All right. So, Eberechukwu, you said you've been looking for UK sponsorship visa for over how many years? I don't know. But there was a boom. You say over 3 years. I doubt it. You know why I doubt it? 2 years ago, there was a boom. A lot of visa sponsorship came from UK. You guys know about this thing. So it's not a new thing. Last year, too, it was still happening until this year. That's when it stopped. Like there was a kind of a slow movement there. But if you tell me for 3 years now, I would say I am not sure you are actually looking, because there was a boom. Even as for sponsorship and as study, people were going as low as 5 million to go to UK to study. It happened. Okay. So I don't know how true is that. However, Eberechukwu, you are looking for Australia visa. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a visitor visa? Okay. Visitor visa is not a way of settling. However, some people still bent on going with it. This is what you can apply for yourself. I made a video on that, on how to apply for Australia's visitor visa. You do not need an invitation. I made a post and people are asking me, what if it's my husband? Let your husband bring you with a partner visa, okay? What if it's my friend? A lot of people on my live section last weekend on YouTube, a lot of people from YouTube had testified that they got invitation from their family member in Australia and they get refused. I told you guys that it's like a signal, okay? You are signaling them that you have a plan. There is already a plan that this is just for you coming, okay, and settling. All right. So if you need Australia visa, you ask yourself, what type of visa do you say? I've talked about visitor visa. Now talk about study visa. Is not all and all, okay? It's not all. That's not the only thing Australia go with. Australia has a work visa that you can plan for it. Sponsorship visa, I shared a video how someone got a sponsorship visa from Australia as a meat processor. Doubting Thomas are still doubting it, and this is not the only person that have come to Australia with that visitor visa for work visa 482. Okay, 482 visa, mostly your employer will sponsor you, they will pay everything. It is happening and it's still happening, like it hasn't stopped. 482 visa is still happening and it hasn't stopped. Okay, now there are Australia visa that you do not need a job for you to come. You do not need to, but you can afford. It is you that will pay for everything. Okay, that visa cost will be around 4,000 some hundred Australia, 4,000 something Australia dollars. Now, when you tell me you don't have that money, I will ask you, what would you give agent 4.5 million to give you a visitor visa that it will still give you a fake one, or it will not come out? Okay, it's just for you to cool down and go through the process. For that visa, okay, for that visa, I'm coming to you. I'll come to you, Kelechi. Okay. So that visa, you need to do skill assessment. That visa, there is something that is called skill occupation list. Australia skill occupation list. I have a comprehensive video that will guide you on how to do skill assessment. If you go to my DM and tell me to tell you more about Australia visa, I will not respond that DM, because the only thing I do on my post is to tell you on how to apply for Australia visa. Then you go to my DM and tell me more. What do you expect me today to write a story of my life and send to you so you can read privately? Because you cannot make a comment on my post for me to respond to you. What is so private in going to my DM to ask me to tell you more? What are you hiding? Because some people will say it's just because it is personal. No. Tell me more about Australia visa or New Zealand visa. It is not personal. There is nothing personal about it. So come out of that entitlement. It's not happening. Okay? It is not happening, and I will not respond to that. Come here, ask me a question on my post, and I will respond to you. Tell me more about your post on my DM. I will not respond to you. It is not happening. I'm only one person. I do not have a PA. I cannot afford a PA. I am doing this thing for free. All right. Please, I need a guideline on how to prepare my CV and application letter to apply for work in Australia. Okay. I made a video again. I always do this thing. Okay, I always do this thing. I made a video again, Kelechi. I made a video again on how to prepare. I think I talked about the CV and what is called selection criteria. That is when you want to write something like an application letter, like a cover letter for Australia, what they are looking for. Okay, good. Now, the main target is that I say to people, when you're applying for Australia job, please do not use one CV. I know that people always have one CV. They look at it, is perfect. But the thing with Australia is that when they advertise a job, they will tell you what they need this person to have. For example, they say they need a meat processor. They will tell you the qualification they need. They will tell you the skills they need this person to have. And they will mention the roles this person will be playing. Now, it is your duty to go back to your CV, to go and update that CV before you shoot. Does it make sense? So you make sure that all the skills and the roles they say the person is going to perform in that company is in your CV. Imbibe it in your CV. Make sure there is how you put everything there. You don't copy it and paste. Make sure you show that you have those skills. You've acquired those skills in your previous job and stuff. Okay. So that when they get your CV, when they are ticking off what they want, they will be able to tick you off and shortlist you. Do not use one CV to shoot for all the job. Okay. A company A is looking for a meat processor. They will have their own what they want. Company B is different from A, what they want. The certificates may be the same, but the roles and duties and responsibility and skills they need you to have may be different. That's why I said don't use one CV to shoot for all. Okay. In Australia, that is what is called selection criteria. I'm going to find that video and post. God willingly, I'll remember it. Okay. How to address selection criteria if it is in the job application, job ad. We are talking something important here. Fire and water farm. You want to tell a joke? You can tell a joke. People online can laugh as well. Thank you, Bam. Thank you. Can you bring your question up? Can you bring your question up? I need your question here. Request to be... Okay. Someone is requesting to be on live. I'm inviting you. Let me see what you... On Instagram. This is the first time I'm inviting someone in. Nzelo, I think I've accepted your request to join this. I don't know whether it's going through or not, but probably you have something you need to talk. You want to talk. I think I've accepted it. All right. Let's be going. Please, I need a guideline on how to prepare my CV. Okay. So I have said it. Another thing is that, do you know ChatGPT? You go to ChatGPT, you say, tell ChatGPT, you can copy your current CV, paste, say, you can tell ChatGPT and say, when you paste it, you say, please prepare Australia CV format with the following information. Okay? ChatGPT will give you, then you update. You see, this life is easy. Okay, this life dey easy now. No, see, all this AI thing makes life easy. So you see, it will update and you make use of it. Just say current CV. I know you have a sketch of your CV. Okay, you can copy it and paste and say make Australia format CV with the following information. You say for an accountant looking for job in Australia, it will give you a CV. Okay, how does it work? This is Timothy. I don't know. I accepted you to come on live. I don't know how it works, but you haven't joined, so I don't know. All right. How are you? How are you, everyone? Now, let me say it again. I see someone said things are hard. Every country is suffering. People don't give visa anymore. Now, lie. Now, fat lie. Visa is still happening. People are still getting visa. It is still happening. Okay. The thing is that they are not going to wait for you. They're not going to wait for... No one even cares that dollar to naira rate is high. It's not their business. It is our business, Nigerians. Okay. It's not a business of a Ghanaian. It's not a business of a Kenyan. It's not a Sierra Leone. All of them. Okay. So it's not their business, it's just a Nigerian business. So you don't think that the life will stand still just because the dollar rate or naira rate to dollar rate is so high and the world will stand still. The world is not going to stand still. Oh. The world is moving. It's all going fast, fast, fast. Everything is going. Okay. Now let's talk about New Zealand. So you say, is there any chance for blue collar job? What is blue collar job again? The lower one. Why are you using fancy words? So white collar job is the skilled, and blue collar job is the low. Okay. It has been a long time we use that word, that phrase, white collar job. They use skilled and unskilled now. That's what most people use. Blue collar and white collar has phased out. Sort of. It has phased out. Okay. When you talk about blue collar job, I use the word skilled, unskilled, and semi-skilled. Okay. Semi-skilled, you talk about carpenter, you talk about mechanic, you talk about electrician, you talk about draft people, engineering draft person, architectural draft person, you talk about diesel mechanic, you talk about what are they? Okay. Forklift is not there, normal driver is not there. Okay, the only way someone with that is a forklift can get a visa is by getting a job under DAMA area. What do you call it? DAMA agreement. It's just an agreement an employer will have with the government to go to a region to employ someone that is not to employ someone in a regional Australia. So it's not all the company that has DAMA agreement. Forklift is not in the skill occupation list. I need to say it because I've seen an agent. I've seen someone send me a list and an agent gave them and say, pick any job you want, pay 4.5 million naira. They are Nigerians. Pick any job you want and forklift is in it. I screamed on top of my, I said, what? This is written fake all over because forklift is not even in the skill occupation list. Then this person talk about early childhood education. I screamed again because early childhood education, even if you chop winch, even if there is no how a miracle, I believe in God, I'm a Christian. I go to church, I'm a Catholic, I believe in miracle. There is no miracle that will make you to get early childhood job in Australia without doing skill assessment. It can never happen. There is no amount of prayer that will change it. Quote me right anyway, because there is no employer that will touch you. You are an outcast. As long as you haven't done skill assessment, you remain an outcast. It's just like a nurse telling you that he can practice in Australia without being registered. You remain an outcast until you register with the board. So the same thing with a teacher. Early childhood educator, the agent said, pick anyone you want. I say, whoa, from this list now, everything I'm seeing here is no. Just give me your passport page, and I will give you a visa. It is so wrong. It never happened. The people that paid, they duped them anyways. That's not what this video today is, but I'm telling you that when it comes to Australia, New Zealand visa, there is a process. You cannot jump that process, no matter how you pray. All you'll be praying for is the process to be easy for you, for the process to go smoothly for you, okay? For you to qualify for the process. But as for the process, you must go through the process. You can't jump it. It never happened, okay? So if you are a teacher, okay, I will answer that. Budget, something. I will come to that question. I'll answer you. I've gotten my IELTS and I have submitted for meat inspector under Western Australia. Please, can I update? I have two questions now. Up one from Instagram, one Facebook. People, you guys know they ask question. How are you, David? You guys know they ask question. I have question coming from Instagram. I have question coming from YouTube. Let me take you first, my brother. Okay, someone said, please, is English test important in the construction workers? That's from Instagram. Yes, it is important. Now let me tell you. So for construction workers, you are not going for academic, just like a nurse, an accountant, an engineer that has to go for academic because they are going to do skill assessment. But for you, your skill assessment does not require you to use English. But for you to apply for Australia visa, you must write English, but that will be general, okay? And just six, okay? Yes, you must write it. I said the other day, I said if you're running away from English, Australia or New Zealand migration is not for you, okay? It's better you accept the fact, okay? So even if it's a DAMA agreement will reduce it to like 4.55, but there must be English. I hope I've answered your question. Sister, I have gotten my IELTS. I submitted expression of interest for Mrs. Onyinye. Tell me your qualification. Onyinye, please, can you tell me your qualification that made you qualify for meat inspection? I beg you, tell me this. This is important. Okay, tell me that. I'm good, Onyinye. Oh, life. No say life busy like this. Me, I dey do my job, but I never dey earn million from online. So I still dey work my job full time. I'm still a nurse. I never quit my job. You know those nurses that will come online. I said, since I started my digital business, I quit my job. I never quit my job. I never see money online yet. So I still dey work my nursing job, Monday to Friday. I still get family to care for. Oh, yeah, please answer me. I need to know your qualification. Then I will answer that question for you, okay? Just want to ask someone that is asking me a question on YouTube. Don't you know I'm online? Oh my goodness. That question is dropping from my studio. Please come online and ask this question. I beg you. I beg you. Come online and ask me that question. Okay. All right. Onyinye, I'm waiting for you. This person said, my brother lives in Dubai. Oh, what's happening? Okay. I don't know what's happening with that connection. My brother lives in Dubai. Please, how can I get Australia visa? My brother lives in Dubai. I want him to leave Dubai to Australia. Can you come for consultation, please? Felix. Tell your brother, or you and your brother can come together, but you do one booking, okay? We need to know what your brother has. Australia visa is not like Dubai visa. There has to be something you have. You need to go through a particular pathway. So we know your profile during the consultation. So I will tailor it according to your, and tell you your options and the process and how you get there, okay? All right. Then Usudi, Mama, please, I'm sorry to bother. Don't be sorry to bother me. That's why I'm here today to answer your question. I beg you, don't be sorry in any way that about HND student can study masters in Australia. It is no. It can never happen, and it has never happened. HND, okay? HND can never do masters in Australia. However, you can get a package that will make you do postgrad, okay? Most people with HND will go and study bachelor degree, okay? They can have what is called credit from what, if they are studying the same thing. For example, you have studied mass communication and you want to do it in bachelor degree. There will be credits, some cost, some units they will take away because you have done them previously in that level, okay? Then you complete others, but you can never go to master's degree with HND. And let me even ask, in Nigeria, do people go to master's degree with HND? Why do we think it's possible abroad? I see someone saying it's possible in the US if you graduate with first class or 2-1, you know. So they say US is possible, but it's not happening in Australia. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm here in Indonesia. Yes, Indonesia, come, you are very close. Now here Indonesia people day, you need to leave. Now this Australia, all the Indonesia people, now here them day. Augustine, how are you? How is Indonesia? Okay. If you need one-on-one, can you please come for consultation? If you don't want to drop your question here where I'm answering everyone. So Felix, you might want to talk about your brother more on consultation because you haven't given me any information. You say your brother lives in Dubai. You want him to come to Australia. Okay, that is doable. All right. I live in the UK. How can I migrate to Australia? Hillary, you live in UK. What are you doing in UK? You see the kind of question you guys ask me sometimes. I'm going to I'll say, what are you doing in UK? Australia visa is not just something you get. There must be something. What are you doing in UK? You want to come as a worker, a skilled migrant, or you want to come as a student, or do you want to come and visit? Okay, what are you currently doing? What is your profile? Both academic and skill. What is your profile? Okay, these are the things we do when we do consultation. We tailor it and we should tell you how you're going to achieve these things. Telling me how do you come to Australia from UK is very vague. You need to give me something to work with. Okay, it's everywhere. How can you contact me? Okay, on when I finish this live on YouTube, I'm going to post on the comment section my consultation link. For Instagram, my consultation link is on my profile. If you go to my profile, you will see my consultation link. Okay. Then for my Facebook, my pin post, my consultation link is on my pin post, in the comment section of my pin post. It says all my links. Okay. Question. Ambrose, how are you? Did you go to church today? Because that question sounds so like military man. Question. Boom, boom. Question. Please, what opportunity, is available for retired Navy? I said it. Oh my goodness. I said it. Immediately I saw that thing. I haven't even read it. I said this thing sounded like a military man. Eh? And he's a retired Navy. I knew something when I just see the way he wrote question straight to point. Ambrose. Sorry about that. Senior. What opportunity is available for retired Navy veteran with 10 years experience who such an individual enroll on? How old are you, Ambrose? He said, what kind of are you below 40? Are you below 35? Are you below 35? New Zealand, one is 55 years. It doesn't really matter. It's Australia that is big on this age thing. Okay. Can I update the expression of interest? Onyinye, I told you what did you study? What is your qualification? What would be such individual enroll? Okay. Ambrose, when it comes to New Zealand, okay, if you want to study a course that will help you get postgraduate work visa, that will navigate you towards having permanent residence on the long run, you need to do a selected courses, okay? Some selected courses, okay? I don't know how big you are with money. If you are big with money, I don't know whether you've had bachelor degree, you go for your master's. If you're not big with money, I released a video last week on, it's still recent on my YouTube, okay? If you go to this my channel, you will see short courses you can do in New Zealand that will help you settle. Some of them are diploma, like normal diploma, like OND, normal 1-year diploma. They are selected ones. They're not for, it's not all of them. So I mentioned them there and I shared link, okay? And there are postgraduate diploma 1 year as well that will help you settle in New Zealand. Ambrose, if you want me to tailor your own plan, because I don't know the qualification you have in the past, can you please come for consultation if you're not happy to drop all the information here? I cannot give you everything here because I don't know your profile, okay, when it comes to qualification and other experience and how you want it and how big your money is, your pocket is, okay? However, that video is there to guide you. Is very cheaper. It's cheaper than you going for masters because it's 1 year, and that 1 year will guarantee you settling in or in New Zealand. This is not Australia. That reminds me. I don't know who is giving that information online. Somewhere, a lot of people have been duped with Australia TEF diploma, 1 year diploma. The funny part is that Australia doesn't have 1 year diploma. What they have is 16 months diploma. Someone is duping a lot of people because someone has created a content on one of the social media and say people that the cheapest way to come to Australia is via college. I've made a video in the past and I explained to people that if you're coming from high-risk country, it is not for you. People from South Africa, some Kenyans are still going with it. Zimbabweans are going with it, but Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon and stuff, they can't go with it because they are high-risk country. They are categorized as high-risk country. You need to go for skill level 1, okay? Now, when you go online, you will see a lot of Australian private colleges that offers diploma. They don't want to know about visa. So once you apply, when they give you, they will give you admission, and you will pay school fees. But where the cocoa is that will you be able to get a visa? The answer is capital no, like no, no in capital letter, because the immigration agent that is going to stamp your visa has a process. Once you come from this high risk country, you must do at least 2 years qualification as undergraduate, like is either degree or postgraduate qualification, not a college. And now what people are doing is that they get this admission, they're excited, they pay for school fees. When they notice that it's not possible, you know how you refund their school fees? Some of them cannot get their school fees back because they are private colleges. Some of them, they will take a percentage. They will tell you 20% non-refundable. You see, now you are losing your money, but because you refuse to listen. Or maybe some of you haven't known me or whatever, you haven't seen me talk about it. But I always tell you the truth so that you will know. Even when the agent is about to dupe you, you know that something is about to happen, okay? So, Ambrose, I hope you got something from it. Oh my gosh. Thomas, what in my wig do you now? Eh? What in my wig do you? Onyinye, I've asked you a question to tell me. Onyinye, now my answer to you, Onyinye said, I've submitted expression of interest for meat inspection. I've gotten my IELTS. Can I update my expression of interest for Victoria? Yes, you can. Okay. Onyinye, I'm assuming you got your skill assessment, positive skill assessment. Onyinye, don't do only Victoria. Do as much as you can. Go and create so many emails. You can create as many emails as you can with your real name. It doesn't matter, okay? Do your expression of interest as much as you can. Any state that has you in their skill occupation list, can you do that? I hope you're going for visa 491. Don't go for permanent resident now until you have a serious experience. Go for 491, please. I beg you. I take God beg you. Do the right thing for yourself, okay? My Instagram went off. Oh, which one is my Instagram? My Instagram is on. What made it? People on Instagram, can you hear me? Someone wrote me on YouTube and said that my Instagram went off. It was my Facebook that went off and came back. Instagram, can you wave? Are you there? But my Instagram is live and people is showing that people are online. Instagram people, can you hear me? Someone is telling me on YouTube that my Instagram went off. But my Instagram is here looking at me. My Facebook is here. I don't know what's happening. Okay. All right. Check your question above. I am sorry. Please, ma'am, check the question. Ebere Chukwu, haven't I answered your question? I don't want student wahala visa. Can I get business visa? Ooh. Ooh. Someone is big with money. Someone is big with money here. I'm moneyed. Business visa. Yes, there is business visa. I've made a video about that too. There is business visa. You need money. Let me see if I can find it here. Australia. Yes, business visa needs you to have certain amount of money. It's big money. If you are rich, it's big money. It's not small money. So you need to show proof that you have that money to open a business in Australia. Business innovation and investment. Yes, it said it's a 5 years. The cost for that visa is 9,700 Australian dollars. That's for investors, business investors. Are you good? Do you see that? Yeah, that's big. There is entrepreneurs. Entrepreneur stream is 6,575 years. Then for premium investors, significant investors, business investors. Let me check for entrepreneurs. Let's see details. I want to throw more light on how I can get permanent working visa from Australia. I'm a graduate of civil engineering Uniport and I have been working as building inspector. What you have to do is that you need to you are qualified for visa. You can go and Google it, or you go to my YouTube channel. You will see I made a comprehensive video on visa 190 because you are specifically asking me about permanent residence. So there is visa 190, which is your best friend, and 189. Okay, you are qualified for those two permanent residents. You can apply from offshore wherever you are, but it's a process. You need to do skill assessment with Engineering Australia. I hope you are taking notes. I have another video about skill assessment. That one will guide you without you needing a help. However, for engineers, they need to do what is called portfolio. Okay, some people need help to do portfolio. There are people that render help for engineers building portfolio for Australia skill assessment. You can find them online. Most of them are Indians. Okay, that have gone through that process. So when you finish your skill assessment, that's when you do expression of interest. However, watch that comprehensive video on 190, 189. 190 is your best friend, and see. And there are someone that just came with that 189 also, is a mechanical engineer as well. Okay, so that is how I'm shedding light on that. Now you say, please, I need guidance as a public health practitioner in Nigeria. Which post diploma can I study to get permanent resident? This is not what I can tell you offhand. When I can't just tell you all the courses you can do, but I will tell you how to go find them. Okay, so when you go to Australian New Zealand immigration website, I made a video on that. It is left for you to search this my channel. You will find them. Okay, so you see postgraduate work visa. When you click on postgraduate work visa, you will see that will tell you qualification that qualifies you for postgraduate work visa in New Zealand. They come from the green list. Follow the link and read up. You need to read something. Okay, are you teacher? Can you suggest wildlife course? I'm not a teacher, I'm a nurse. I used to be. Okay, wildlife course, I cannot suggest it. What you do is that find a university and check the wildlife courses they do, please. Okay, schools will differ and the requirements will differ. All right, people on Instagram, they said I went off. I don't know. mm. Mm. It doesn't even have anything. All right, can you suggest wildlife? Please, can you check Australia universities and find a wildlife course there? You are talking to me about my brother in Dubai when he went to. Oh, oh, but it was still showing that it was on. That's weird. Let me go back. Mm. Hi everyone. Hi, hi. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Um, Johnson, we were talking about your brother in Dubai, and I said to you, because I don't have the profile of your brother, I don't know what he's doing in Dubai, I don't know his qualification, I don't know his experience. I said to you, if you want one-on-one, can you come via consultation so we can talk about your brother? I will be able to know his process of migration, whichever one that is possible. Okay, if it's possible, I'll tell you the process and things you need to do. I'm not an agent, mind you. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to go back live on Instagram, but it's not happening. Mm. Mm. Oh. Mm. Add. Okay, I found it. All right, I am back. Okay, thank you very much. What are the chances of converting visitor visa to work visa? Which way? Is it in Australia or New Zealand? Someone is asking me, what is the chances of converting visitor visa to what is the chances of converting visitor visa to work visa? Is it in Australia? Your question is not complete. Is this Australia or New Zealand? Because this lady here is talking about New Zealand and Australia today. Okay. Which one are you talking about? Is it conversion for Australia or New Zealand? Now let's talk. If you are talking about converting your visitor visa to, I hope I'm done with the person that wanted to do business visa. I think I've told you. Okay. Ambrose for New Zealand. You see, I got you guys covered. Always got you guys covered. Jen Kenny is here, got you guys covered. Do you know that last year I made a video and it hasn't changed? Okay. It's not called conversion. There's nothing like conversion. No one is converting anything. However, for New Zealand visitor visa, a lot of people, one African country that are using it very well are Ghanaians. I've gotten so many Ghanaians that moved to New Zealand with visitor visa. Those people are very coded people. Ghanaians. The other one chatted me the other day, wanted me to link up. I said, I'm not linking up to anybody. I always provide general information. However, when you go to New Zealand with visitor visa, you will have the opportunity to apply for a visa that is called accredited seasonal employment visa. So it's given by accredited seasonal work employers. That visa will last you only for 6 months, to work for 6 months. I always tell you the truth. I don't give people exaggerated hope, because it's always good for you to know what you are getting yourself into. Okay. So when you go to New Zealand with a visitor visa, you'll be qualified to apply for what is called seasonal work employer. It is given by accredited seasonal work employers. Okay. I shared a list in that my video. I shared a link to their list. You can never get a job from them when you are offshore. It's only when you are onshore in New Zealand, you are in New Zealand, that you can get it, because that is the only way the government will permit them to employ a foreigner. It's a foreigner that is already in New Zealand, is either a student or a visitor. Okay. Then that visa can never be more than 6 months. Now, some people will say, can I renew it? You can never renew that visa. I made it. When I do my video, I will tell you everything, both the good, the bad, and the ugly. You cannot renew that visa. However, someone that is smarter will be able to sort him or herself out within that 6 months. Okay. So if you want to go for short courses or long courses, or you want to get a skill that will put you in the list for you to apply for a job that is in the green list, New Zealand green list, for you to get a temporary resident visa, it is on you. But you see that seasonal employment visa, you can never renew it. It's not by miracle. It can never happen. Okay. So when you are moving to New Zealand visa, you better know the pathway. There is a 6 months work visa, but there's no renewable while you are in New Zealand. However, whatever happens there, it is you. Okay. For Australia, there is no visa. There is no visa that you'll be qualified to. They used to do study visa, but now government has said no, they won't be giving people on visitor visa, study visa anymore and stuff. However, some people will still be lucky and find something when they come, like having lovey. All right. If it is some sorry for Instagram people, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that it went off. Thank you, Ambrose, for telling me. Then Sadiq, is it possible for someone to work part-time while studying nursing in Australia or New Zealand? Yes, it is possible. Someone asked me a question on Facebook about school fees. Do you know that when I started this YouTube, late 2020, when I started, before I even went to other social media, I made a video on how you can pay your school fees as a student in Australia. And I gave people hints, okay? If you are a student, there are shifts you need to be picking that will make you more money, okay? Now, you said, can you work? Yes, you can work. I think it's 48 hours per fortnight. That is every 2 weeks. Then during school holiday, and some school holiday will be like December school holiday will give you almost 3 months of work. Does it make sense? So you're going to start working in November, December, January, February, like full time. If you want to work over 80 hours overtime you can do. It's you and your employer during school holiday. You can do overtime. You can work for more than one employer. You can do whatever you want. Okay. You have a target. I tell people that come on student visa, I said, you have a target. This struggle is not forever. If your family back home cannot support you with your school fees and your living expenses, it is on you. It is doable. You can do it. However, if you have a rich family back there, then they can support you. But if you don't have, it is on you. People are doing it. Say it that Jenkins say it. People are doing it. It is doable in this our Australia. You are not the first, you are not the last. Another thing some people do is that they find people that do Isusu. Okay, so when you do Isusu, those people that connect people that do Isusu. So people that are students, they take their own collection when it's time for them to pay school fees. Why people that's already in the country, they take it at the later stage. That one helps students as well. Yes, you can study and be working. Okay. Yes, students are supposed to work while they study. This thing is not like the study we do in Africa where you go to school Monday to Friday. You go to school in the morning, you do your first lecture in the morning, 8 a.m. Another lecturer will come 4 p.m. and say he's doing lecture and doing to you. They arrange your timetable so that they know you have a life too. Even local people that are studying with you, some of them are working full time. So you see, yeah, this is how this thing is done abroad. Yeah. You're welcome. I heard I cannot get post-work permit. Post-study work permit after 35. Yes, you cannot. Prophetess Machuku, you cannot. However, that's not the only way for you to settle after studies. I've made a video about that. You guys will say that everything you ask, I will say I've made a video about that. You see, I already know your question. I've had this question before. I make my video according to people's question. Someone said, is it true that, yes, after study, if you're up to 35 in Australia, you can get postgraduate work visa. However, you can get other visa because other visa is 45 years. You have not crossed it. So you can shoot for other visas. I've made a video to say you can go for 482 visa. Even as a caregiver, you can get a sponsorship. I shared a video of 32 companies that are still employing overseas. They are struggling to employ people from outside of Australia, but for you that is already in Australia and have experience while you are studying, you can get that. As long as you are diligent in working and you accumulate your experience to be equivalent to 1 year. Even with your part-time will be equivalent to 1 year. Because 482 from November is just 1 year experience, you'll be qualified for it. I think I'm tired. I've been here for 48 minutes. Should I keep going? You can work part-time for less than... Oh, God. Julie, I don't know where you got that information you are supplying to Sadiq. However, it is on you. That information is on you. I'm giving my own. Okay. All right. So you can make your school fees. I say it. Another thing I want you to know is that if you work in Australia, weekends pay more. Saturday, you get 50%. I don't work on weekends. It's not because I'm very rich. It's because I have family and I have a life. Okay, I have a young family. Even as a nurse, I don't work shift anymore for a very long time. I only work shift during my first year of nursing, and I just came out of it. It's not my thing. So that's one good thing about nursing. You can choose which area you want to do, whatever you want to do with your time. Some people say they don't like shift work, they can't be a nurse. I say, voila. People like me don't do shift work, and I'm a nurse and I'm climbing high. I'm a senior registered nurse in Australia. So you decide what you want to do, okay? So if you're a student, target weekend. If you see that your short hours they give you during school session period, target Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is 50% extra. If you are earning $50, $20, let's say you are earning $30 per hour, per hour. On Saturday, you are earning $30 plus half of 30. Half of 30 is 15. So your 1 hour work will be 30 plus 15, which is 45. That's what you'll be earning. Then on Sunday, you'll be earning extra 70%. Yes. You see what I'm telling you? So if you're a student in Australia, weekend is your best buy. In some weekend that you'll be pushing all the job you want to push. Okay, even if you want to do night shift or something, Saturday and Sunday, don't miss it. Cry for your employer. Say, I want this, I want this to help me. I need this. Saturday and Sunday, fight for it. It is your birthright. No, it's not your birthright. You need to beg for it. Because other people also want to work Saturday and Sunday. Other migrants too. It's not your birthright, I beg. So, but Saturday and Sunday give you big money. All right. How can I get a visa to New Zealand and without having anyone over there? You do not need anyone. You do not have to have anyone. People that chat to me and tell me if I can connect them with people when they go to New Zealand. Just to show you example. Those African people that go to New Zealand and they send me email or chat me and tell me if I have anybody I can connect them with, they know no one. That's why they're looking for connection. When I tell you that you don't need anybody to get a visitor visa to New Zealand and Australia, you keep doubting. Once you know people and you are from Africa, it is a sign that you are coming to Japa forever. Stop knowing people. Stop telling them you know people. Something. What went off? Okay, sorry. Yeah. Stop knowing people. Stop telling them you know people. What's happening? Why is this thing going off? It's fine. It's telling me to go off now. Why is it tripping off? Don't go off again, this light. Okay. Chima, you do not need anybody in New Zealand to secure New Zealand visitor visa. The thing is that you need to have a itinerary, you need to have a plan what you are going to do. If you find a conference, fine. If you're going for vacation, you need to plan. Find tour business or tour guide, what do they call them? Vacation holiday people there or company that you know how you go on holiday, people planning a holiday or something. Okay. Find them, get a itinerary, get your plan movement from day one to how many days you want to stay there. You submit it in your application and make sure you have something you are doing in your home country or your country of residence, because they're not just giving anybody visitor visa. They are giving you visitor visa because they know you are going to go and come back. Go back home. Okay. You do not need anybody to secure that visitor visa. You can get to New Zealand by visa. Chima. How do you get to New Zealand? By visa. You can't just, yes, you get a visa. And that's how we'll be talking about. You get a visa to go to New Zealand, Chima. That's how you get there. Okay? Sadiq, I'm happy for that your question. You say educational credential assessment. Is it the same thing for skill assessment? It's similar, but it's not the same thing. I'm going to explain to you. Sadiq, I have a video here on this channel on YouTube on how to do that educational assessment, credential assessment for New Zealand. So best way to go is to find my New Zealand playlist. Then you see it there. If you don't see it, make a comment on this place again. I will send it to you. Now, oh, this one is closing. Okay. Jide, can you give me my my iPhone charger, the white one? Okay. All right. So New Zealand educational credential assessment is different from skill assessment, because skill assessment will assess. Can I have it? Thank you. Can you shut the door? I need to plug this. Ooh, where do I plug it? skill assessment, Australia skill assessment is in detail. They will go for qualification. There are so many things to supply. However, New Zealand is only assessing your qualification. Okay, so that's why it's easier. It's only your qualification they're assessing. They are not going deep. All right, and it's quicker. Find that video. Which preferable? I don't know. It is your choice. Australia or New Zealand. I live in Australia. It is your choice. If you want Australia, you go for Australia. If you want New Zealand, you go for New Zealand. Both are beautiful countries. Australia is more developed and more distant than New Zealand. However, New Zealand is still a beautiful country. You can still move from New Zealand to Australia if you still want to get to Australia. Once you become a citizen of New Zealand, all you need is to book your flight and come to Australia. Okay? Good. All right, Chima. Chima is here today. Your first time you are seeing me on this YouTube. Now, wow, where you there since? Priska, how are you? I have UK migrate to Australia. Hillary, please come for consultation. You are on Facebook. Can you go to my first post? Go to my page on that YouTube, Facebook you are. You will see my pin post, the first post you see on my YouTube. Under the comment section, you will see, because it will tell you on my link, you will see a link for consultation. Hillary, please come for consultation. You need to tell a lot. Okay, so we can tell her your plan on how you want to move from UK to Australia. We need to know what you're doing. We need to know your profile yet. I am walking the dog. Okay. Okay, Junior. All right. Can I get visa why my CSC business name is customized, not as my real name, but I am the owner? CSC name, business name is different from the because when you have a business name, the owner will have a real name, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so if I have a business name as Jane Kennis, my name is Jane Akosoba. So in the real name, where they put is it the CEO or the owner or something, your real name will come out, but your business name is different. So that is not a problem, unless that you didn't register that company with your real name. Business name is different from the owner's real name. It always shows. I would appreciate if you could guide me through to the process of. Hey, Sadiq, can you come for consultation? I made a video for you. If that video is not enough, can you come for consultation? I cannot guide you on this thing now, one-on-one, and hold your hands to go through that process, okay? All right. I'm happy to do that. Thank you. You're welcome, Awe. How are you? Thank you so much, ma'am. It's highly appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. And we are hitting 1 hour. 1 hour, I'm gone. I have tried. My head is popping. Now, we're still talking about downgrading. Let me just touch that before I go. I'm still talking about downgrading. I remember last year when I told one Nigerian man to downgrade that is an engineer, to downgrade as how is he? Is he something engineering draft person or something lower, which is require higher diploma? However, with his degree, he is overqualified. I said, oh boy, downgrade, okay, and move. He refused. By the time he's coming back, that occupation is no more in the list. The same thing happened to someone that I told about lab scientist. I said, go for a technician. I don't hide this in again. I say it in case in future so that it will guide you. Go for technician. Technician was booming as of last year. Technician is no more in the list for scarce scale now. So many people came with 491 visa from Nigeria, right from Nigeria to Australia, another country to Australia. With a 491, which is a 5 years visa, after 3 years you qualify for permanent residence. They move because sometimes I say things I'm not supposed to say on my videos and stuff. People that are supposed to pay, Some people are also angry with me that I say a lot. Sometimes I say things in my videos that I'm supposed to do privately, paid for, but I just give it out there. You know why? People still come for consultation. even though I'm giving all these things, people still need guide. People still need one-on-one. People need to tell her. People get confused at sometimes that they need to tell her their way, their pathway, their route. So that I'm giving out all this information doesn't prevent me from having people coming for consultation. It's still happening anyways. So, but I say it, I let you know that it's possible for you to downgrade. However, you can only downgrade when you are sure that what you are downgrading to is booming. It is in the scarce scale. I've showed you how to check scarce occupation in Australia. I made a video on YouTube, is there as well. For people that are pharmacists, I say to you, stop downgrading. Go and write your exam, because pharmacy assistant is no more in scarce scale occupation. Last year, pharmacy assistant was there. 2 years ago, it was booming. A lot of people used it 2 years ago and last year, half quarter of last year. So now, no state or territory is looking for it anymore, pharmacy assistant. So it's on you now. Go and write your pharmacy exam and get ready to apply for visa, okay? However, if you're still in construction occupation, civil engineer, electrical engineer and stuff, you can still downgrade if you want to go for a draft person or lower, those ones that have diploma. You can, or you just go all out and go do your skill assessment and get what you want, okay? You didn't complete my question. I have submitted expression of interest. Onyinye, I answered your question. You said you did skill assessment. You've submitted expression of interest as a meat inspector for Western Australia, and you're asking me if you can go for Victoria. I say yes. Go for Victoria and go for other states and territory that have your occupation in the list. But Onyinye, I asked you a question. I said, what did you study in school that made you qualify for meat inspector? You didn't answer me that question. No. You did hide that one from me, but you did need answer from me. Okay. If you are on YouTube, I'm going to post my consultation link on this. A lot of people are asking it on this video when you finish. If you are on Instagram, you look up and go to my bio, you will see all my links. If you're on Facebook, my pin post, you will see it on the comment section of my pin post. I will post it after this, okay? Veterinary medicine, okay. I'm assuming you did a skill assessment to make it easy, Onyinye, please. I hope you did skill assessment. Or if you didn't do skill assessment, then it means you are going to be looking for a job. Okay? You'll be looking for a job. Because that girl that got meeting, I know since I made that video on meat inspection, a lot of people they don't know it's possible, you know? A lot of people don't know this is possible. That girl, she's very lucky. However, I said it when I made that video, that girl is one of those people that know what they want. And when she asked me things, so she would tell me everything. She even sent me things that the employer is sending for me to vet. She's not even hiding. Some people are hiding from their village people that they don't even want to share information from me, but they need information from me, but the one they have, they will hide it. I say, so, as I did so, what did I look for again? I don't tell where I become Australian. What did I go use your own paper do? I'm only here to help you. If you don't want to be open, carry your wahala, go make I carry my own day my day. Okay? Is IELTS compulsory for diploma course in New Zealand? Yes. Abimbola, yes, it is compulsory. Why you guys a lot away from IELTS? Yes. Abimbola, you're not gonna feel run out from this one, no? You're not gonna feel run out. Yes, it did, but you not go day high because it's not diploma. You not go day high. Find out from the school you want to study, okay? How much do they need? All right. We have clocked 1 hour here. Sorry for Instagram people, there was a break from your side. I didn't know until someone informed me from YouTube. Okay. What girl are you talking about? Who are you? The guy I'm talking about? I said I made a video. Physician, but I haven't done the relevant board. You need to write the board exam now. You need to do board exam before you, yeah. If you're a physician, you need to do board exam. Yeah, your own is... Okay, you just came. I was talking about the lady that got meat inspection 482, visa sponsored, fully paid, that landed in Australia in August, just 2 months ago, with a family of 4, fully sponsored by the employer. Okay, I said she didn't do skill assessment, but she wrote her exam. Okay, because it's for 182. I think it came under Dama. All right, these things are possible. Some people I do share, some people I don't share. Someone said to me, I have never I said, this is not a ministry. This is not like, I'm not looking for congregation. I've never seen someone, I said, I don't do visa. I provide this information and people are killing it. People are going through, okay? If you're waiting for that miracle to happen or someone to come and say hallelujah before you start doing something, it is totally on you. It's not benefiting me, it's still benefiting you. It is your choice. Take action or don't take. It's entirely your option. If you're waiting for somebody to come and announce it, it is entirely your decision. Since 3 months ago, I have made transaction in my bank account to meet up the fund requirement. My proof grants me chance of getting visa approval. I don't know what you mean, Awe and Ifufu. Since 3 months ago, I have made transaction in my bank account. Although I meet up the fund requirements, my proof grants me chance of getting, I don't know which visa, getting chance of visa approval. Which visa approval? You're going for student visa. Because for work visa, you don't need any proof of fund. I don't know where you guys get that information from. For work visa, you don't get any proof of fund because you actually come into work. No one is asking you for any proof of fund. Okay? Hilary, I beg, come for consultation. Waiting you dey high. All right. 182. No, I say 482. 482. 482 is a visa sponsorship. As a physician, please don't go for 482. I beg you. As a physician, you should be talking about other visas, okay? Higher than that one, okay? Depending on your age. 186 or 168. I think it's 168. Is employer sponsor that is a permanent resident. 168 or 168, yes. 186. I think it's 186. Oh my gosh, this code is messing up with my head. I think it's 186. Okay, that's a permanent resident, employer sponsored. 482 is temporary resident, employer sponsored. Is lower. Okay, all right. Can I get a job as a aeronautic engineer? Aeronautical engineer. It is in the skill occupation list. I used to see this. I'm like, what the heck? It is like one of the first occupation you see in Australia skill occupation list. Yes, you can, but you need to do skill assessment. Okay. You need to do skill assessment and you go for you start looking for a job, because the engineering, the only way they can prove that you are what you are is by doing your assessment. Skill assessment, you don't require exam for that. You are not like nurses and doctors that write exam. Guys, I'm tired. I'll see you again next time. It's good chatting with you for over 1 hour now. All right, I'll see you again. Bye, Facebook. Bye, YouTube. Let me finish this one. Never delete. Post. Bye.